Welcome to Coffee Talk with Cassandra. Oh man, there are so many things to talk about in this coffee talk. As per usual, I have not washed my face. Guys, it's nuts. I'm gonna start off by this. I had this crazy dream last night, and I've never seen anything like it. Well, sorry about that. I just got interrupted by a tow truck driver because someone, and I think I know who it is, attacked my car. So, what's funny is that there's a waiver on, I believe, and I have to double check on it, but I believe there's a waiver on registrations. But anyways, once my car was ugly, whatever. All I'm saying is if there's a waiver on it, I don't think people should be towed for it right now. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's going to be that much further away to visit my grandma. I've just been trying to be able to get it registered and title, and now I'm about to find out if the engine is even salvageable. Someone tried to set my car on fire, and it is just a disaster. My miracle, beautiful car is a disaster. And so I slept in this morning because, when you don't want to face something, sometimes you just want to sleep in. But I had this crazy dream. And it's nothing I've ever seen before, and I have to hurry. Like I said, because the tow truck driver's almost here. But it's like I was thrust into the future a little bit, and I was in some community. I don't know. There was like an open field, and I was with a group of people, and we were like talking, but we were together for a reason. It was like we were huddling together, and there was these groups of people that were walking in groups in the streets, like militias. And I don't know why they reminded me of like brown shirts or something. But at one point we were together like in a field. It was almost nighttime. It was probably 5 p.m. and these people are starting to walk by again, and we all get down on the ground in the grass and dirt on our faces. And then someone walks by and says, you're gonna we're not gonna hurt you, no one's gonna hurt you. So anyways, we go into like this abandoned house, and we're in there talking, but these people are still roaming the streets. And it seemed like it was two groups of people. I think there was more than one group. I think there was the good guys and the not good guys. Though the ones who told us that we'd be fine, I think were on the side of patriots. I don't know, but that's the feeling that I got in my dream. And we're in this abandoned house, and another militia group's about to walk by, and we're all talking like friends, right? And I say, get down. So everybody gets down. Darn it, I have to go again. Another phone call, had to pause. Anyways, we're in an abandoned house. I say, get down. One of the guys is on a chair. I get down, but then I kind of like scoot forward so the other guy will have room to lay. There's like an island to my right. We were in the kitchen. And I kind of scooted around the island to look out the front door to see if they were coming in, and they were. And they made their way straight to me. I tried to hide behind the island, and I was like, okay, I'm going to scoot back when they come and like try and hide. So the guy comes to me, basically forces me to push my ear to the left, and gets a funnel, some kind of liquid, and pours it in my right ear. It was just weird. The funny thing is, I'm going to get to this in a second about the ears, okay? It's just, maybe that's why that was in my dream. I don't know. It's just bizarre. But anyways, pours it in my left ear, right ear, tells me to lean. I guess we can go all the way through. I'm holding my left ear. I'm holding my left ear like I was yesterday when we were driving around some 5G. Just like thinking, okay, maybe if I hold it, it won't go to the other side. Obviously, it doesn't make any sense. And then he takes this brick thing, and I was like, oh no, what's he gonna do with that? He whacks me on the head. I start crying. Somehow I see a reflection of myself, and I see a big bloody thing here on my right, and I start crying. And then I kind of told myself, okay, don't cry, just be silent. Obviously these people are sick. And then I don't know if I was sitting down or laying down, but there was like a standing up like tomb thing. It was almost inflatable, but I saw like a tut onk thing. Like I was like, what the heck is this? Is this like an embalming tomb? And guy proceeds to like spread a blanket over me. It looked like a giant sheet. And I just thought that I was gonna be buried alive. I woke up and I was like, what was this liquid? Was it some kind of embalming fluid? I've never seen this before, so I don't know if you guys know anything about this. If you do, place in the comments. I would appreciate. But on that note, we're driving to a not so good area in Dallas. It's like a just not good looking area at all. At all. there were 5G towers everywhere, and we're driving, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my ear is hurting. What the heck? I look over, I'm like, damn, this 5G is making my ear hurt. At that time, it was on my left side, this big tower. There was another one not that far away, and it was like in this whole kind of impoverished, ugly area of Dallas. They were everywhere. And it's not like that in my area, because I'm a little bit closer to the nicer area. And so, you know, it's just really messed up, really messed up. But I could feel it in my nostril, and I started. See, I'm very in tune with my body, and I encourage everybody to learn their body, okay? I'm a 2-time cancer warrior. I'm very in tune with my body, okay? That's a whole other story that I will be talking about on my podcast, but I could feel it in my nostril, and I started getting, you know, I know when I'm starting to get sick, I know when my body's not happy, and that's when I stop eating sugar, stop drinking coffee, and I let my body do its thing, because terrain theory is what's real, germ theory is nonsense. And so I started getting drops in my throat, like I was starting to get sick, like I was starting to get a cold, which is not, you know, a virus. And I was like, wow, these people really live with this stuff, man. Like, I feel sorry for these people. I had to put my hoodie on. I was like covering my face. I could feel it that much. And I could feel it going in my ear to my brain. And that's the thing about 5G millimeter wave radiation, is that it breaks the blood-brain barrier. And for someone who's healed herself from major black mold exposure, I had sinusitis. And that's what it was feeling like when I was in the car. And it feels like it goes straight to your brain, because toxic mold breaks the blood-brain barrier, and it can make you brain foggy and memory loss, and it's just really bad. So that is something to very much be aware of, because it is creating symptoms, you guys. And people are saying, I got the COVID, please pray for me. I want to say, have you looked around your building and looked for 5G towers? In the past couple weeks, it seems like it's been dialed up. Is anybody experiencing weird things? I've just been getting these little headaches, and I never, ever get headaches. So I don't know what's going on, but I have a sneaky suspicion that something's been dialed up. I wanted to find an article for you guys, because there was a GOP person back in, I believe it was February, complaining that we had 5G warfare that had entered this country this year. So, you know, Wuhan, China, they had set up that whole, you know, that whole city was 5G. Are they giving us warfare? Who knows? Because, you know, the Chinese communists are very much against us, and they're trying to take over this nation, which is why January 6th is very crucial, because as far as Chinese puppets, you know, Joe Biden is they're like butt buddies, okay? New York came out with something crazy. Hey, babe, get off. Bill A416, okay, is to forcibly detain and quarantine and place Americans in camps with zero due process, just whoever they deem as being dangerous. That could be whoever they want to deem as dangerous. And I remember when I was talking about this, other people were talking about this years ago, about FEMA camps, and people were like, oh, you're conspiracy nut jobs. Y'all pay attention. Pay attention, because it's happening. This bill will be decided on January 6th. You know, I pray to God it doesn't go through this soon. I do believe God's hand is still on this nation. We are in a crux. We are in a crux right now, man. Crazy time. 2 more days till January 6th. It's going to get real interesting, folks. Keep some kind of self-defense on you if you can. I've been looking into food, because we're being attacked on all fronts. Small businesses are being attacked on all fronts. I don't know if you heard about LA with suspending a bunch of EDD accounts and telling people that they suspected some fraudulent activity, which was not true for so many people. You know, right when rent's due, and people have suspended accounts and they can't get back into them, and it doesn't matter what they say. I posted something on my news Instagram, and someone commented back and said, that just happened to me. And they said it would take 90 days to fix. And I gave them my identification and everything, and they said that to fix his issue is below their pay grade. So he asked to speak to a supervisor, and they said he cannot speak to a supervisor. We the people are being attacked on all fronts, and I knew about this a long time ago. I spoke with the SEAL team member bar was shutting down. It was just us, and he was very solemn and sad when he kept saying the government is going to turn against us. Our own government's going to turn against we the people. And, you know, I knew this day was coming. So it's really important to just try and it's so easy right now to get sucked into the matrix, like just get sucked in there, you know what I mean? We have to try really hard to just get out of the matrix sometimes, or a lot. The way the ego operates, he brings the enemy to his playground. We've got to just try and stay on our playground, guys. I know there's more that I want to say, but this tow truck driver is about to be here. There was totally something else, though. Greta Thunberg said something crazy on social media. She said, I'm going to be down at the pub answering your questions, something along the lines of, my evil handlers no longer have control over me, I'm free, because she had just turned 18. We know that she has handlers. If that's true, that's awesome. But you know, I'm sure it's really, really hard to get rid of your handlers. I know there's something else I wanted to say. I will say this about germ theory. Another reason germ theory is really pushed on us is because it takes the healing out of our own hands. We have major power over our own body, spiritually and physically, through what we eat. And when we believe in an outside boogeyman, it's harder to believe in healing. It's harder to believe that God can give us a direction and we can do it and be healed. Or, you know, we can consult our terrain and heal ourselves. You know what I mean? It just puts that further in the distance, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's another huge reason. Yeah, so that's another huge reason. Someone just called me. I know I'm missing something, guys, but I gotta go. And, you know, I know that we're all going through a lot. Well, actually, no, not everybody. Some people still have it smug and cozy. So with that, I say, listen, please support small businesses as much as possible. If you're already buying something that someone else is offering through a small business, please support. If you're still going to drugstores and getting stuff, sorry. Yeah, do what you can. Find people, find friends, and just, if you can, support small businesses, guys. We should not be forced for this mask. It's all about submission. It's disgusting, and it's creating the problem. 5G and masks are creating the problem, and they're blaming it on a virus. All right, tow truck drivers here. This is what I was going to say. I was looking into like orgonite earrings. Oh, and that's also why my dream was weird, because I was even talking to someone yesterday about my ears, about how it seems like I get healing on my left side sometimes when I'm in the spirit, and that's what I've gotten in the spirit. But I feel like it's like reversing things on my left side, and I think you know, I don't know if it has to do with 5G or what, but God is still real and He can reverse things. So don't forget that, guys. But something to look into is orgonite or orgone. If you haven't looked into it, Wilhelm Reich. It's a very interesting story, and he was around during the Holodomor and the electromagnetic radiation times. And another thing to look into is shungite. Shungite, guys, look into it. Apparently, it's only made in Russia, and I'm definitely looking into shungite. So just want to tell you guys that. False alarm, I'm back. There's one more thing I wanted to say. I was like perusing social media last night and before bed, and that was my kitten. Oh, shit. I'm back. I forgot to tell you guys something. I was perusing social media a little bit last night. This damn kitten, get off, get off. She just really wants to be in this video. I don't remember what post it was. Oh, someone at End Time Headlines, which they're getting on my nerves. They're like, oh, the hospitals in these states are like so full, they're having to keep bodies in the hallways. And I was looking through the comments, and they're like, BS. Yeah, except for the people that are filming their hospitals empty. And then, you know, nurses are on there like, that's complete crap. Our hospitals, like, not even to capacity, blah, blah. People are talking about how they can't see how they can't smell or taste. I want to say that a lot of what I saw in the comments, and I know to be true, is that when you get the cold, which really is just your body cleaning itself out, especially when there's a change in season, that's what happens. because there's a change. Your body wants to make sure you're ready. And if you're not, it's going to start doing its job, cleaning you out, getting you ready for the change in seasons. It's like, what's going on? So when that starts happening, you get those symptoms. A lot of times you can lose your taste and smell, which is what happened to me. I believe it was the end of last year now, and now I don't remember. And, you know, mine was affected. When I was going through chemotherapy, my taste and smell was greatly affected. It has to do with your immune system, for sure, and I think possibly it has to do with your nerves. But one of the things that I got in the comments, this lady was like, that her husband had completely fine taste and smell. He had to take the test for his work. He tested negative, but right after that thing shot up his nose, he lost his taste and smell. Then they made him test again before work, closer to work. He tested negative again, but when they shot that thing up his nose, which goes straight to the brain, which I don't know why anybody is agreeing to this testing, but of course they're trying to force us to get it in order to work. I just wonder how many people are speaking up to the employers and telling them how wrong it is. Why would you trust these corrupt people to tell you that a test going straight to your brain is a good thing? But the lady said that the second time that the long Q-tip went up his nostril and blood came out. And his taste and smell is not the same. Now, I heard a lot of people in the comments say this: if your taste and smell is affected, take zinc. It's a zinc deficiency. It helps get the zinc to the proper places if you take it with quercetin. Also, vitamin D is a good thing to be taken. But throughout the comments a lot, I saw zinc. So, something to be aware of. If you are not taking a multivitamin right now, it is strongly, strongly recommended by me. And glutathione. Glutathione for 5G breaks the blood-brain barrier to help protect your brain. Okay, guys? Have a good one.